Hey guys, so it's DshackTech, and today I'll be doing a product review of the Canon PowerShot Elph 300hs, which costs around $230, so let's get started. So here is the Canon PowerShot. I try to keep it as clean as possible. My fingerprints are probably all over it because I did use it a lot to do this review video for you guys. It is a compact point-and-shoot camera that is about 3¼ of an inch across, about 2 inches tall, and 3/4 of an inch deep. It features a 12.1 megapixel 5x optical zoom lens, and it does have the ability to shoot up to 1080p video, as well as taking stunning photographs as well. So let's go over the design of the Canon PowerShot. On the front, all you get is the Canon logo, the lens itself, and the flash. On the top, you get the camera button, the zoom in and out, and as well as the on and off button. On the back, you get a 3-inch diagonal screen, all the menu function buttons as well, a dedicated record button, and the playback and menu buttons. On the side, you just get the micro USB port as well as the HDMI as well. On the bottom, you get a universal tripod adapter screw and the opening part for the battery and the SD card. The battery is a 760 milliamp hour battery, and that's just say that your problem with this camera will most definitely not be with the battery. The battery power for me has lasted very long. I've used this for days on end, and it hasn't really been affected it. And I haven't really taken that many pictures. I've been video recording with all my time on this camera. So it has gone past my expectations for this battery, so the battery power for this Canon PowerShot is excellent. The settings on this camera are very in depth. You can choose your aspect ratio, your pixelation, what kind of video you want, a whole bunch of other things. As you can see on the screen right now, they're very in depth, as well as the post-production settings are also very extensive as well. So you can get you get a lot of settings within the camera itself, let alone all the other settings you can get on the computer when you upload them into iPhoto, whatever photo application you use on your computer. So you'll be perfectly fine with the settings application on this camera. The autofocus for this camera is amazing. It is very sensitive, which has its pros and cons. Pros is that it can focus on very crisp and clear on what you want, on what your subject is. But the downside is that might go in and out of focus very easily if something goes past your face, past your subject, and it might get a little bit annoying because you might not notice it when you're watching on the camera, but you might notice it when you're in the movie production and all that. It's very annoying. I know if you've seen some of my videos, it has gone out of focus just a little bit, and that's what I mean by the autofocus being just a little too sensitive. But other than that, the autofocus is really great, and it's a really great plus for this Canon PowerShot. So I have noticed throughout my tests with this camera that it can take very great macro videos as well as macro pictures. You can get very close to your subject without getting a bit too blurry, but of course, like any other camera, you get too close and it does become blurry. So there is a very wide range of how close and how far away you can get with this Canon PowerShot, which adds excellent value to this camera. This camera does come with an installation CD to upload your photos and your videos. If you're on a Mac, you need OS 10 10.5 and above, and an Intel processor Core 2 Duo 2.6 GHz. For Windows 7 and up, and Core 2 Duo 2.6 GHz. It's a very simple way to get around this. All you gotta do is take out your SD card, plug it into your computer, and use that SD card and act it like it is a USB. Just drag the files right into your desktop or your iMovie or whatever you want right there. It's very simple. There's no necessary requirements with the SD card slot away from your camera. So here are just a couple examples of video and photos with the Canon PowerShot. So overall, I'd rate this Canon PowerShot Elph 300hs 4.5 out of 5 because one, it takes amazing 1080p video and amazing stills as well. But the downsides are that the software requirements tend to be a little bit annoying, and the sensitivity of the autofocus can be annoying as well. For the price of $230, I think it's excellently priced for this type of camera, this point-and-shoot camera. It's very cheap compared to the DSLRs you can buy out there on the market. That's pretty much it for this review of the Canon PowerShot Elph 300hs. Check out my previous video on my channel as well as my Twitter feed. If you like what you see here, check my channel DshackTech and be sure to subscribe to be notified for my semi-daily tech-related videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.